Hi guys, you're welcome back to our channel, and if this is your first time seeing my face, you are highly welcome. So guys, in today's video I'll be showing you how to do a chronic spiritual cleansing. For those of you that spiritual cleansing generally do not work for, this particular cleansing exercise works for everybody. This particular cleansing that we want to talk about today works for everybody. This particular cleansing is actually a very strong spiritual cleansing that works for everybody. It works for everybody. It's actually very strong for people that spiritual things doesn't work for. You know, you have tried all spiritual things, it's not working for you. You have done all cleansing, it's not working for you. You've done everything, it's not just working for you. Then you must do this particular cleansing exercise, because this particular cleansing exercise is very strong and it will work for everybody. In fact, it works for everybody. So without wasting much time, you'll be needing prekese, that's Indian fruit. You'll be needing 3 pieces. I've actually done a video recently about this prekese. It has a lot of wonderful benefit. You can use it for an incense, which we are also going to be using in this particular video. You will use it for a lot of things. Like prekese, it's the spiritual aspect and the physical aspect is actually very much. And if you have been following me up, you will know that we've actually talked just a little about the importance of prekese, because the wonders of it is actually very big. Is much like. So like I said, you are getting 3 prekese. Now the next thing that you'll be getting is bay leaf. Get bay leaves, get any amount, just get bay leaf. You can get handful of bay leaf. Then also try to get original honey. If you are making use of if you are doing any spiritual work, always try to make sure that the honey or the things you are using, it's original, so that it will enable the thing work for you. Because some of you that will be using all this honey supermarket, or this honey you bought from shopping mall, most of them is diluted, most of them is not original honey. That's why I would encourage you to always get original honey for all your spiritual work. And if you need original honey, please come to me. I also have original honey that's not mixed at all. But if you also have a way you can get it that you definitely know it is not mixed, you can get it. Then the next thing that you'll be needing is lemongrass. You all know about lemongrass. So all the things we are using in this video is a self-cleansing item. All the things we'll be listening on this video is a self-cleansing item. If you can as well do this, trust me, your life will never remain the same. So the next thing that you'll be needing here is salt. You can use Emso salt, you can use pink Himalayan salt, you can use sea salt, you can use any of the 3 salts. Then the next thing that you also be needing, you'll be needing palm oil, original palm oil. And as well, you'll be needing palm kernel oil, original palm kernel oil. You will also be needing ash, coconut oil, white and black candle, your early morning urine. You can get a black soap as well. You can as well use a Ghana soap too as well. Anyone that you can actually find is okay. Then the last but not the least item you'll be needing is rainwater or moon water or ocean water. Get either of the 3 waters. And remember, if you are getting your rainwater, it should be directly from heaven. You shouldn't get the one that's from the zinc, the one that's pouring from the zinc. Then you go there and go and put your bucket. It doesn't work that way. You get the one that is dropping directly from the sky. Even if it's dropping little by little, let it get full. Do not go to maybe where it's pouring much. You just go and put it. It doesn't work that way. Always make sure you get the one that is directly from heaven. So guys, before you start this particular cleansing exercise, you need to avoid some certain things. You need to avoid smoking, you need to avoid drinking, you need to avoid fun. Like, you need to avoid being with a woman or being with a man. You have to avoid all this masturbation. You need to just leave some things just for 7 days of making use of this particular wonderful cleansing soap. It's actually very strong, like I said. So if you must do it, you must learn to leave some things just before that 7 days, and within your 7 days of cleansing yourself, try to avoid some certain things. And if you know you cannot abstain from these things I mentioned, please do not waste your time. Do not waste your money. Do not even try doing this, because you are only wasting your time. If you know you cannot avoid what I just said, don't do it, because it will not work for you. That's just the honest truth. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your money. If you know you can't avoid, within you that you cannot abstain from what I just said, then do not do it. So now, before you start preparing your soup, what you do is to get one of your prekese. Remember, you are getting 3 prekese. You use just one. You have to crush it. You use it as an incense. There must be an incense burning while you are making that your soup. First of all, it chases away evils. It chases away negativity. I've said that continuous time if you have been following me on the wonders of prekese. So it chases away anything, and it also gives you accurate results on preparing what you are doing, on making your cleansing soup work perfectly and very well for you. If you are getting Nigerian soup, if you are getting this black native soup, you can as well make sure you sieve out the particles. Sometimes it comes with particles. Try to always sieve it out, or you can as well pound it so that it will be very smooth for what you want to use it for. Now, how to prepare your cleansing soup. Remember, once you are doing it, make sure your incense is on. That's your prekese. It's on, like you are burning it as an incense. Then get a mortar and a pestle. Add your remaining 2 prekese inside it. Your remaining 2, I said bring 3. Now the remaining 2, you've burned one, you've actually used one for an incense. Then the remaining 2, put it inside your mortar and pound it. Add your lemongrass inside it and pound it as well. Add your bay leaf too and pound it together. Make sure that you've pound these items together. You make sure that you have pounded it very well. Then you can add your blacks to pound it. Just make sure you mix it. Everything is rhymed together. Make sure you turn it. Make sure it's rhymed. Then after that, you can now add your coconut oil, your palm kernel oil, your salt, your palm oil, your original honey. Make sure you mix everything very well. Make sure you mix it very well. Once that's why I prefer using that mortar and pestle, so everything will be well mixed and everything will be well blended and well pounded. Now, once you are done, you get a glass jar. Then you add your soap inside the glass jar. Please do not use plastic plate at this particular time, or plastic container. Make sure you use a glass jar. Get a glass jar, pour it inside. After that, then you add your water inside it. That's your rainwater, your moon water, or your ocean water. You add it inside. If you want to make it in a scrub, then you can add more of the water. If you want to make it as a soap, in a soap form, then you can add little of the water inside it, so that it will still remain like a soup. Now, the next thing that you do is to get your black and white candle. Get your black and white candle and anoint those 2 candles. Anoint it, and also get an object, a sharp object that you are going to use to write on the candles. Write your name on the candle. Write your mother's name on the candle, and write out your intention inside that same candle. Write your name on the candle. Write your mother's name on the candle. Write your intentions on the candles as well. If it is to take away bad luck, masturbation, setback, disappointment, poverty, just write it on the candle. So what you'll be writing on the candle, so that it will contain all the things you want to write. You can write just take away bad luck. Then you put comma, put setback, comma, put disappointment, comma, put sorrow, comma, evil eye, comma, poverty. Your problem. You just be listing it inside those candles. Just be writing everything inside the candles. Remember, your incense must still be burning while you are doing all these things. Your incense must still be on. That's your prekese that you are burning as an incense must still be on when you are doing all these things. Now, the next thing that you do is to take your soap that you put in a glass jar, put it down. Once you put it down, then you take your candle, those candles that you carve out your intention, then you place it at the side, then you light it, then you sit closely to it. Then as you sit closely to it, say your intentions on the candles. This procedure is actually very long. This procedure, it is strong and it's very powerful if you can do this procedure. People really want something that you tell them that, okay, combine this, it works for you fast. But this procedure is actually a very deep secret that nobody wants to reveal to you. This particular cleansing is very, very strong. This particular cleansing that I'm giving to you is very, very strong. So you must try this particular cleansing and come and give me feedback. So once you are sitting on it, you say your intention, and remember you are doing this by 12 a.m. at night or 3 a.m. at midnight. Like you are doing this 12 a.m. or 3 a.m. You just have to choose the particular time that is convenient for you among these two times, 12 a.m. or 3 a.m. either of the two. So you're actually doing this particular remedy at that particular time. So after that, you'll be bathing with this particular soap for 7 days. You are bathing with this particular soap for 7 good days. So you can as well choose if you are bathing it in the morning or in the night. So you choose anyone that is convenient for you. If you want to bathe with this soap in the morning, or if you want to bathe with this soap at night. So you just choose the one that is convenient and easy for you. And once you start with the morning, please let it be morning continuously till 7 days. If you want to start in the evening, let it be continuous that evening. Don't go and be switching morning. You do today morning, you do the other tomorrow in the evening. It doesn't work that way. You just have to be consistent. Schedule your cleansing. Now remember that the water that you are using, you must use your early morning urine. Once you get your bucket of water, you add your early morning urine inside it. You also add ashes. That is the water that you'll be using to bathe together with the soap. You are not bathing with ordinary water. Like I said, this procedure is actually very long, but if you can do it, if you can stand on your ground and do it, you will totally be free. Like I said, this video is a very strong spiritual cleansing that works for everybody if you can do it. So guys, if your spiritual cleansing soap is in a scrub type, please, that means you are not using a native sponge, because it's not really necessary to use a native sponge. You can as well just get it, use it and scrub yourself before pouring the water on yourself. Then if you made your soap, your cleansing soap as a soap, then you can get a local sponge, then use it to take your bath together with the water. Remember, once you are using your local sponge, a local sponge for a day, that means you are getting 7 local sponge, 1 for each day. Do not start reusing sponge. 1 sponge for 1 day, the other one for another day. That means you are using 7 local sponge for this spiritual work. Now remember that once you are scrubbing yourself, always make sure you open your mouth and say your intention. Always make sure you open your mouth as you are scrubbing yourself. I scrub myself away from setback. I scrub myself away from marital delay. I scrub myself away from setback, disappointment, poverty, ill luck, evil. I scrub myself away. Always make sure you open your mouth and say what you are scrubbing yourself against. Always make sure you open your mouth and say something. Please remember that the urine that you are using, it's your early morning urine. And before you pee, like before you use the urine, you must make sure you do not speak to anybody that morning before you pee. Remember, that earliest morning, once you pee, keep it, because that's what you'll be using to take your bath. Like every morning, early in the morning, make sure you pee before talking to anybody. Pee down. You keep it for, if you are using it in the evening to bathe, pee down. If you are using it in the morning, you use it and bathe. If you are using it in the night, you pee. Make sure it's early morning, you pee and keep it down for your bath. So guys, do this and see the wonders of God in your life. Do this and see changes. Do this and discover that spiritual things is automatically working for you. Do this and see that you are now free. Do this and you feel that something left you. Do this, you start seeing everything is working in accordance for your good. Everything is working perfectly well for you. So guys, we've actually come to the end of today's video. If you find this video helpful and interesting, please do not forget to subscribe and also turn on your notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I upload new videos. And please do not forget to give me thumbs up, subscribe and share this video, because you might not know who your savior is. Share it to friends and loved ones, share it to groups, share it to everybody. Everybody needs to see this. So guys, please do not forget to subscribe. I love you guys. Please also give me thumbs up. It's very important to me. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye guys.